if you're someone who tends to be angry, if you feel like there's anger and you may not even know where it's coming from, but you know it's there, today's episode is for you. Or if you're the type of person that always suppresses and suppresses and suppresses, or just you take hits and hits and hits, and it just like it's all stuck in your body, then I guess this episode is for you. Today we are talking amber. So let me introduce myself. My name is Marie DiTolio. I'm the founder of Crystal Energy, where we teach people how to use crystals, stones, energies, so that they can feel better in their body, so that they can move the way they want to move, so that they can live the life they absolutely want to live. And as I said, today we are talking about amber. And amber is... we tend to think it's a stone, but amber is not a stone, it is resin. So basically it's coming from trees and plants. So amber is very different from the stones, and you will usually would notice what amber is because it is so light in weight. It feels like there's nothing in your hand. Let me show you, like this big chunk is so light. So amber, you've probably seen it, probably more like this one, and often you're going to see fossils in it. Or amber it works so amazingly because it works like, let me find a good word to say it. You could say it works like a vacuum cleaner. It works like it's sucking out the energy. So let's say, as I said, if someone has anger inside their body, there's no better stone to really get to the bottom of it, to really get it all out. And so you could put amber. Amber is definitely a stone that you could put on the stomach. That's the first choice, the best choice to put. You could put it on the stomach. You could put it like on the stomach, but it could be on the stomach area, or just, if we're talking about the third chakra, the solar plexus. But you could put it on the liver. You could put it like really in the liver would be a really good place, because that's, in Chinese medicine, they call it the seat of anger. So that would be absolutely amazing. Amber is a stone that absorbs everything. So people say it's good for jealousy, for curses, from anger. So it's really good to remove anything that doesn't belong there. Anything you don't need anymore, please let it go and let amber take it. And amber is often given as a family legacy, or from, like, you receive it from your grandmother. It's an amazing gift, but you need to know how to cleanse amber, because amber, we just said, it takes care of curses, jealousy, anger. So it removes it, but that energy is going back in the stone. So the stone needs to be cleansed. Very, very, very important. And the only way to take care of amber, to clean it, to cleanse it, to purify it, is to put it in the sun. So once you're done working with amber, you could put it under running water just to clean it physically, but then you put it in the sun. Ideal time, 10 to 2 or 11 to 3, at the best sun hours, and you leave it there for like all afternoon. Ideally, especially if you received it as a gift, you want it in the sun for 7 days. I know, in our weather time, it's not so obvious that you're gonna find 7 days in a row. So that's why often as therapists, we don't use it as much, because it takes so long to cleanse, and I couldn't be using it for other clients. So sometimes that's something you need to think about if you're a therapist and you want to use amber. So let me show you a bit more about amber. You're gonna often see it like this. You could probably see it much cleaner than this, but the price would be so much more expensive. If there's a fossil in it, if you're seeing a fly or some mosquito in there, it's even more expensive. And I like it. If you see flies or fossils or anything in it, buy it. There's some like more energy, and it works amazingly for crystal healing. And so amber like this, I'm telling you, it's really good for removing anything. This one is really yellow. If you have one that has more of an orange tint, it goes even deeper, so that would be good as well. I tend to buy them more rough. Let me give you a few examples. So that would be one that is rough. So when you look at it, it doesn't look so beautiful. It really is pretty ugly, but in this form, in this shape, it's so much cheaper and it works amazing. So that's really good to have. Let's see if I can show you this one. See, this one is a rough one, but we could really see through a part of it. So that works amazingly. It's really a yellow, a light yellow, like lemon yellow. So it works really good on the stomach. But if you have one that's more, like this one has parts that are more orange at the top here mostly. So that would work even good on the second chakra. So that could be even working, it could be working on the stomach, but even lower and stretching to the second chakra. That would be really, really good. And if you can have rough ones that are like this, much lighter color, they work amazing. So I really recommend you get those. Know that they're very, very fragile. So you need to take good care of them. Be really gentle with them. Even these big chunks are very fragile. So I put them under running water and then I put them in the sun to cleanse them. But if you're moving them around, you're going to find there's like kind of dust coming out of them because they're that fragile. But they work well. And if you have one that looks like this one is so much more white, it still works great. So it's going to be a cheap price like this and it works good. So definitely I recommend it for you. The amber will energize your nervous system because when you remove all the anger, anything that taxes your system, obviously it feels better. It's even working on the pituitary gland, so that would be a good thing. It's going to work at there. So you could have it on solar plexus. You could even put it on here in this area, but I put a small one, not a big one on there. Even though they're light, you want to put it here and just let it work. Anytime you feel there's still something there that needs to be removed, but you're not getting to it, amber is the stone for you. It's like it absorbs. It's a sucker. Basically. So people that suppress their emotions, and like, for example, someone who's still staying with a 35-year-old lady, still living at her father's place because she knows she will get the inheritance. She's totally miserable there. Well, that type of person would definitely benefit from amber. And amber would help her realize the pattern she's stuck in so that she can change and move forward in life. Or if someone knows that she's in a relationship and her husband doesn't like her, doesn't love her anymore, but she stays there because she knows he cannot be on his own. He doesn't love her anymore, but he can't be on his own, but she still stays there. That person, amber, would be amazing. Maybe the husband wouldn't love you so much after the treatment though. So that's to be considered. So really, anytime you suppress your emotions and anything that happens, just keep on adding and adding and adding, you need amber. And when amber, that's a cool feature of amber, when amber has had enough, it just breaks. So I've had lots of ambers that I've broken in my time here. And to me, that's been, they break when there's something that's like completed, a cycle. You learn, there's something that you finally got the lesson. You can move on. So that's always a good sign when it breaks. And just to make sure, so you don't feel so guilty, every time I saw amber break, it wasn't in a beautiful necklace piece. It was just a rough amber or a small amber like this. So hopefully that's still, you still want to buy amber after that. But amber is also, if it breaks, you could use the two parts. But as long as you use them together. So if you're working on someone's stomach, just put the two pieces on the stomach. Just make sure there are both of them there. So the goal with amber is always to get it out. Get whatever you need to get out of there. And I really like when you work it with black tourmaline, every single week I talk about black tourmaline. If you work amber with black tourmaline, it's especially good with kids. You're going to get them to express something. So it's really good when you want to express something, use it with kids. They will tell you what they need to tell you. You'll see what they live, you'll understand more where they're coming from, why they're acting that way. So amber will help with stress issues, it will help with neck pain, it will help with headaches, anything in this area, because once you release everything, like obviously everything feels better. So that works for you, for sure. So as it does that, when it releases stress, no more neck pain, no more headaches. Obviously, it's bringing enthusiasm, it's bringing joy into your life, because you're removing something to make space for something else. So, as I said, you really want to choose the ugly ones rather than the beautiful ones. Where are you going to find them? Actually, they're pretty rare to find. So if you don't know where to find them, you can always contact me. I have some. But other than that, there's a few stores that have them, but they're kind of rare. So look around, you can see it online. The thing is with amber, there's a lot of fake amber, but fake amber is basically plastic. So if you're wondering, well, is this the real thing or is this plastic? The trick to know which one it is would be to, let's say if you burnt the end of a needle and put the needle on the stone. But I really don't recommend you do that, because I don't really recommend you do that to your stone, personally. But if you have a rough one, it doesn't really show, so you could. And how would you know if it's a real one? The real one will smell resin, like nature, while the plastic one will smell like burnt plastic. So you will know the difference. There's probably other ways, but I can't think of them right now. I think there's something about statics, but I'm not sure, so I wouldn't let you try that. I recommend, especially if you're a therapist, if you're going to use that stone with other people than yourself, always put it on clothing. Don't put it straight on the skin, because it works so strongly. It doesn't need to be on the skin. It just works amazing. So there's no point in putting it on the skin directly. Unless it's for you, then you can do that. But as long as if you're going to lend it to your dog, to your brother, to your parents or whoever, please always use cloth in between it. It works amazing. It could be cotton cloth, or it could be silk. Anything that's natural fiber is best. Another feature of amber is that it really helps with warming up of the body. If you're always cold, or it kind of like, it finally leads the space to your warmth inside. So by removing everything else, you kind of have access to your warmth, so that can help you warm up. It's also good to reinforce your immune system. So someone that has allergy issues, amber could be a really good choice to cleanse and really get rid of those allergies. Obviously, you're going to want to use amber over a long period for something like that. And as we said, anything that has to do with digestive issue, whether it be the liver, the spleen, the gallbladder, all of it will benefit from amber. You could put it on the ovaries as well, especially if you have more of an orange tint like this one, a deeper, darker one. You can definitely put that on the ovaries. It's going to go somewhere else. It's going to go deep. And the ovaries are often called the women's brain, because that's where they go to your memory, to the past lives, to the past of everything. Like, everything is in those. So if you go clean that area, you're going to see a difference in your energy. It's good for the skin. It's good for the glands. So amber is an amazing stone. The only thing I want to say it may cause nausea. If amber causes nausea, to me that's a win. When amber causes nausea, and even if you have to go and vomit, amazing. It really means that your body is changing, is adapting to the energy of the stone, and therefore changing. So that's a really, really, really good sign. It means things are shifting. And I know often people are going to say, well, I don't want to use stones that are going to make me feel bad. But you know what? If you're going to move forward in life, if you're going to move forward in life fast, you're going to go through changes. And it's not always easy to go through changes. But amber, if you're working with amber and you're getting that nausea feeling, good job. It means things are shifting for you and you're moving in the good direction. So if you have any questions, remember, I am here for you. That's what I do, and that's what I love to do. So don't hesitate. And that's it for today. So I'll see you next week. Next week, we're going to talk about Kunzite, chances are. So on that note, have the most wonderful week. If you like this episode, please share. Please show me that you like it. And also talk about it. Maybe you're going to help someone. If you have friends, family that are feeling depressed, Amber can get to the bottoms of things, and that could be a really good thing. On that note, have a wonderful, wonderful evening.